To my friend Drew Pavlo, I'm sorry that this is how you had to learn this, but this is what Joe Biden actually believes.
You know, Chinese leaders, if you know anything about Chinese history, it has always been the time when China has been victimized by the outer world is when they haven't been unified at home. So the central, vastly overstated, the central principle of Xi Jinping is that there must be a united, tightly controlled China. And he uses his rationale for the things he does based on that. I point out to him, no American president can be sustained as a president if he doesn't reflect the values of the United States. And so the idea, I'm not going to speak out against what he's doing in Hong Kong, what he's doing with the Uyghurs in western mountains of China, and Taiwan trying to end the one China policy by making it forceful. I said, and by the way, he said he gets it. Culturally, there are different norms at each country, and their leaders are expected to follow.
That's astounding. Did you guys get that? What he's basically saying is America has their values. China has their values. Part of America's values may not be compatible with China's values. Therefore, I have no right to tell the Chinese leader on this 2-hour call he had with Xi Jinping recently, I have no right to tell him how to run his own culture. And so he's basically saying the Uyghurs are on their own. This is totally fine. This is normal. And it's disgusting. I tried to warn you, Drew. I really did. I wish Trump did more on this topic. I wish he got another 4 years starting now so that he could actually address this even more. Maybe he was waiting so that he could actually get elected first. But unfortunately, we're in a situation where now Joe Biden is in this situation and he's not going to do anything. I'm sorry, man. I really am. I really am sorry. I wish this wasn't the case. The Uyghurs, all over 1 million of them are being sterilized. They're being, I can't even say the words. There's forced insemination. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, and I can speak more freely on this topic on Rumble. So go to Rumble, guys. You got to go to Rumble. I'll be slowly moving my stuff across to there. So this is the part where I go to the YouTube Super Chats. If you guys have questions for me, now is the time. I want to take questions from you. They're really helpful. They help support the show. I really appreciate them. Let's see what the first one was. I think we actually had a lot of questions from my Subscribe Star as well. No super chats. Okay, cool. No worries. See, this is what ends up happening, guys. This is what ends up happening. If you don't super chat here, I am really thankful, because what it means is that the people on Subscribe Star really keep me going. Because I run off donations. So how is the show going to work from now? Well, basically, what I'm going to be doing is, because of censorship and my understanding of censorship, I can tell you certain things. I can tell you certain topics. However, I can actually talk about most topics. There's probably about 95% of topics I can actually talk about, and that's where you will find here. However, that 5% of topics are actually some of the most important topics to talk about. I will be putting those all on my Subscribe Star. I really want to put them there because it helps sustain me and what I do on this show. I'm also considering putting it on Rumble as well, which is a free platform. However, they run ads on it. I don't get ads on some other channels. And until I can work out that monetization properly, I can't commit to continuing this show. But give the video a like if you haven't already. It really helps promote the show with the algorithms. Please share it. And I will be in the. I'm about to film a second hour of the show. It'll be going to Rumble and Subscribe Star. Thank you very much, everyone. I've really appreciated the support, and I hope I'll see you guys next week. It's been a crazy week. It really has. Especially for me. I've been helping my sister move out, so I've been quite under the pump. As you know, my grandmother passed away last night, which I just shared with you guys. Hence the black tie. My grandmother actually gifted me this pen, and I guess why am I telling you guys about this? It's very important we remember where we came from and the lessons that they taught us, because they are what will drive us forward. Also, yesterday maybe it's a coincidence, my sister also gave birth. Another reason why we fight it's the intergenerational fight that we are pursuing. We want to make sure the fight keeps going on so that our kids can enjoy it. We want to make sure that we are driven to fight for their future. Otherwise, we will lose it all. And my grandmother can tell you exactly what that looks like, because you will see it in Lebanon. What happened in Lebanon? Well, corruption basically ran rampant. It's disgusting what ended up happening. They ended up trying to tax WhatsApp messages. Can you believe that? Disgusting. In fact, government incompetence is probably the thing that ended up leading to that September explosion in Lebanon, in Beirut. Disgusting. Someone just left a donation. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. That's going straight to the cameras. I'm not even kidding. That's the cameras are very vital to the show. It actually it shortens my workload. It allows me to continue to do what I'm doing, but more efficiently. I do have a lot of plans for the future, but it's very, very important. I can't stress how important it is that you guys get onto alternative media platforms. Go find Ricardo and myself on Parler. Go find me on Rumble, on Gab, on Minds, on Subscribestar, most importantly, if you want to subscribe to the show. And go find the Daily Wire. Go subscribe to them. Go tell them, I like what you're doing. I like the fact that you guys are sticking it to the man at Hollywood. I like that you guys are making movies to support Gina Carano. I don't want to see people deplatformed. I don't want to see it. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. In fact, if they keep pushing us, then this is going to end up happening, isn't it?
But these mates weren't willing to explain. Did you realise there's a lockdown?
Can't wait for some of these names. This is going to be good at.
On the day there.
That went international. That was really entertaining. I like it. It's just sort of exemplified exactly what the Australian spirit is, and it's beautiful. I mean, it makes me think about what the Anzacs were probably like in the Middle East. You know, they were probably really frustrated with what's going on. They were really frustrated with the conditions, but they got on with it. And they just told them to sod off. They told the Germans to sod off. And after all, I've said this many times, the Desert Fox, Rommel, said, if I were to take hell, I'd use the Australians to take it and the New Zealanders to hold it. Okay, someone's said that I've asked the question on Subscribestar. Will it be asked? Yes, I will be answering Subscribestar questions in the second hour. Why? Because a lot of the questions you guys have asked have actually talked about vaccines and all of that. Now, for those of you that are genuinely unsure about this topic, I'm going to film this second hour. I will be releasing it not tomorrow, but the day after for the weekend, so you can have a bit of on Sunday after the marches on Saturday. On Sunday, you will see the second hour, and I'll be able to tell you about all of this. The last thing I wanted to say on this show is that there is a big march tomorrow, a very big one. If you don't want this vacation, and you know what I mean by vacation, injection into the arm, if you do not want it, if you have questions about it, if you don't want the government to force it on you by withholding services from you, by withholding Centrelink and benefits for your kids and not going to school, if you don't want to basically, as Ricardo would put it, if you don't want to die, then you need to wake the F up. You need to actually do some research on this. You need to look into these things yourself. You need to also empower people that are trying to get the news out, like Monica Smith, who also runs on donations. But I really want to thank you guys for the support. Thank you for your time. Get out to the marches. If you don't know about the marches, go to my Facebook. I've posted the photo of it. Go to other people like Rafael Fernandez who've been posting about this all week. You need to be at the march. It's now or never. The vaccines are here. They've landed in Sydney. In fact, I actually know where they are in Sydney. We need to protest this peacefully, or else they'll tag me for for inciting violence. All right, I'm going to call it a wrap there, guys. Thank you very much for your time. It's been legendary, and I hope that you guys will be here next week. I will be going live again next week. I hope to have cameras eventually where I can flip between angles, so I can flip with the guest and then flip off with the guest, and also flip to sources rather than you looking at a 65-inch TV, which looks ridiculous. But you guys have a great day, have a great weekend, and for those of you in Sydney, I will see you tomorrow, Ricardo will see you tomorrow, and we will be sticking it to the government and saying, we don't want this vacation. I will see you guys later.